Today we have launched Alison Woolf's fantastic report on vocational education. We know that we've got to improve the level of vocational technical education that we give young people today, and we know that the system that we've inherited just really isn't working properly. So what Alison's done is just look at the whole landscape, and she's pointed out the great things that are happening in some colleges that we can celebrate, which we want to see more of, but also some of the things that really need to alter. We need to make sure that college lecturers can teach in schools and that there's parity of esteem between the two, and we're going to do that. We need to make sure that our league tables are reformed so that they actually reward people for doing the right sorts of courses, and we will change them. We also need to change the funding system so that actually students get the money that they need in order to do the courses that will deliver for them, and we'll make that change as well. But perhaps the most important thing is that Alison's report spells out that the two most important subjects in a vocational education are maths and English, and they are the anchor of success educationally, so I'm really pleased that Alison's made that case powerfully. And it's up to us in the department to work out how we can deliver on Alison's great, inspiring actually, message.
So I went through Woolf with a fine-tooth comb and found, okay, so there's a bit on English and Maths GCSE, there's another bit on English and Maths GCSE, oh look, another bit on English and Maths GCSE. And I think it's fair to say that one of the very strong messages coming through Woolf on subjects is that English and Maths GCSE are the gold standard. Other English and Maths qualifications are presented as, at best, stepping stones towards GCSEs. GCSEs are, in her opinion, what every student ought to be aiming for. The standard eventual destination is how she phrases it. And I think one of the contributors to Woolf, Professor Laura Unwin, put this quite succinctly when she said, basically, in her opinion, there's only one real level 2. That's English and Maths, GCSE, A star to C.
I'm quite pleased that she has said that there is a place for level 2 vocational qualifications, because I really do believe that. I think that there are lots of level 2 jobs out there, and I think people do make a good living, as long as they have the opportunity to lead on to somewhere else. It's been a particular worry of mine that I think there are too many vocational courses that we simply fill them up with people, and they don't really have anything to do at the end of it.
Mixed feelings. I think it has to be said that it's almost deja vu all over again. I feel that we've been here before. Many of the concepts, many of the ideas that she's putting forward are interesting. I see them as correctives to an existing system that's working reasonably well. I would have liked it to be more positive about what gone before. I have a personal interest, having worked on the diplomas for a long time, that they're now being trashed, and I think that's unfortunate, because I think they do represent real progress in addressing some of those issues that Woolf's addressing. I think in political terms it's bad if it's a way of saying, well, let's trash everything that's gone before, let's start all over again. That's not what the education system wants, that's not what teachers or lecturers or employers want. I think they want to see something that works made even better, and addressing some of the defective bits of the system by all means. Let's improve things, but I'm not sure that the Woolf is setting up anything rather than another round of political knockabout.
Are that if their children choose the vocational route, that the qualification is effectively worthless, that it isn't going to take them anywhere. Although what we have seen, there was the study done by Steve McIntosh at the University of Sheffield, which showed that the net value over cost for somebody who's taken a level 3 apprenticeship is over £100,000 over your working life. So you can actually earn considerably more. It very much depends on the level of qualification.
It's a useful report, and I think it focuses on some areas that are of real importance into the future. For instance, focus on maths and English, I think, are very important. It seems perverse that people are discouraged from learning more about maths and English if they haven't reached the required standard post-16. The piece that does worry me is her piece around employability skills. The CBI report, Getting Ready to Grow, specifically stated that 70% of the employers wanted better employability skills. And it seems to me that the Woolf report suggests that the wider key skills qualifications, which would wrap all those things up, she describes as worthless, which I think, if I interpret that correctly, I think is fundamentally wrong. And they want 70% want more of the employability skills, compared with 63% who say they want better literacy and numeracy skills.
In terms of the actual Woolf review, things we would welcome are the focus on apprenticeships in particular, and particularly the encouragement for level 3 apprenticeships, and also the recommendation that employers should get partial reimbursement for getting engaged, and that we hope will help certainly small and medium enterprises in engaging in offering vocational apprenticeships for young people.
I think the two most important things are three most important things, to reform the funding system, to reform the incentives for schools and colleges to steer people onto a course because it's good for the college or good for the school and gets them points. And then the other thing about which I do go on and on and on is the importance of making sure that anybody who doesn't have a good GCSE in maths and English at the end of Key Stage 4 has every opportunity and every encouragement to get one by the time they're 18, because that's what the job market really, really wants.